Hello everyone, my name is Mark Donut Donny and welcome to this YouTube exclusive of my Football Manager stream. And this is another one of my Football Manager streams that I do quite often, and this is the lower league management stream. Okay, what's the basic background about this? Well, a couple of months ago there was a English level 10 database released by the FM20 which was released, and it's been doing very well. And I looked at it and thinking, what happens if I put my local side in the game and see how far I take them up? So level 10, which is the lowest leagues, right up to level 1, which is the Premier League. So I thought, okay, one problem. My actual side in real life, because I live in Benson in Oxfordshire, they don't have a men's side anymore. They in fact have kids' sides, and that's about it. All the male players have gone off to local sides like in Wallingford and Cromarsh and stuff like that. So I had to create a side from scratch, and it gave me the idea of using AFC Benson. Now, AFC Benson were the team I put in for Football Manager Live, which was a game that was available many years ago, and I really enjoyed it. But after 2 years, it folded and the game ceased to exist. I think, unless you're in Korea, which I think there's a version of it now going on. So I looked at this game and I thought, right, I'll put FC Benson in. I've got the badge already from Football Manager Live, so I put that in. I used the creating club bit you can put on the beginning of the game. And yeah, FC Benson came. And we started off in level 10. Level 10, which I will show you right away. This is my profile, by the way. There's me. That's me currently 5 years later. My stats are starting to rise a bit. And I seem to be doing pretty well. But I'll give you a brief history of what's been going on. So if we go to history, overview, and then again to job history, there's see AFC Benson started off in Hellenic League Division 1 East. So here's the league. This is level 10. So basically it will take you 10 seasons of promotions and also meeting the right regulations for your ground to get up to the Premier League. Premier League is level 1. And so for instance, Premier League's level 1, Championship's level 2, Oxford, my side I really support in real life, are level 3 in League 1, and you go all the way down to level 10, and this is level 10, Hellenic League Division 1 East, where everyone is amateur, no contracts, no nothing. If you buy a player, you'll probably lose him on a free if he does really well about 2 months later, which happened plenty of times. And you can see there we're also the 214th best league in the world. We're actually better than some other leagues, which is quite surprising, but really near the bottom here. So I took AFC Benson, and in 2000, and we can actually show you the league table from way back of many years ago now, for me, obviously, the first season. And there we go. We finished top of the table with 26 victories in 32 games, and we qualified for the next league. And the next league was the Hellenic Football League, and here we go. This is the Hellenic Football League, so this is level 9, and we did really well in this league as well. Basically I managed to get the right players, and we managed to dominate that league with 27 wins in 36 games with 88 points, and we qualified for the next stage up. So this is level 9, remember. So we then got to level 8, and then things started to get a little bit tougher, because then we were against sides who are semi-professional, which means they had some players on part-time contracts while we were still amateur. So we went into the Vector Victor Division 1 Central in 2021-22, and again, if I show you what happened here, just got to make sure I remember how to do it, because again we're going back a few seasons here. And there we go. We finished top of the table. We actually had a really good season. 32 wins out of 38 games. Only lost one game. I think that was towards the end of the season. We hit the magical 100 points. But remember, all this time we didn't have players on contracts. So literally every season I had to bring in new players. And as soon as it was often that my top scorer from season level 10, he went off on a free in level 9. Because he just wanted to, and I couldn't stop him. That really stopped until this season, but we're jumping the gun there, so I'll carry on with what's going on. We then went up to the Brett Victor Premier League division, which we won as well, and we did really well there in 2022-23. So I'll just show you what happened there. So 22-23, just got to remember myself. 22-23, there you go. And we finished top of the table, 108 points. We actually had a much better season, but we won 34 out of our 42 games. And we went up another level. So things were going really well for us. We then entered probably one of the recognisable non-leagues now, the National League North, which was quite odd because we are based in Southern England, but we ended up in a League North. Try to figure that one out. But we actually won quite a few awards. I won Manager of the Year, Manager of the Month 2 times. And also we actually won the National League North title. And we did very well. So just show you that again. There we go, champions up there. Show the stages. And then we'll go through the year, which was actually last year, so I don't need to do much. It was us. Basically, the season was actually quite tough for us because Boston United were doing really well, and they were actually top of the table for quite a few weeks, and it looked like we would have to go through the playoffs. And then they suddenly had a bad run, and then we overtook them, and we finished 5 points clear, winning 29 of our 42 games. But it was a much tougher season. By this time, also, my board finally gave up and gave us part-time status, and so we can actually have part-time contracts, which means I wasn't losing so many players. But the funny story is that our ground is very small. It's only about 1,500 people, and so we had to move to Hemel Hempstead's ground, Hemel Hempstead, which is about 60 miles away in the National League North, and we actually replaced Hemel Hempstead, who got relegated. So we're actually the main club in that division, in that club ground, I mean. And then we qualified to the National League where we are now. And as you can see here, we've actually moved to St Albans. So we had to move a ground again because, again, our main ground, my home ground, is too small. So we're currently now in the Vanarama National League. We haven't actually started it yet. So our club vision, though, is interesting. We are actually building a new stadium. It's going to be a 5,000-seater stadium. And that's going to be built ready for us in 2 seasons' time. By then, I'm hoping we're actually going to be a league side. So we'll probably have one of the smallest league grounds if we get there. My job security obviously is very secure. They love me because I've taken them from level 10 to where we are now, level 6. And it's going to be a very interesting season to see how well we do. We've actually had one game of the season so far when we won 4-0. And that's our opposition. So it is going to be a really good save, and this is the squad at the moment that we've got. This squad is changing so many times. I think our longest surviving player now is one of a if I can find him, Mert Ward. Where are you, Mert? It's a guy called Mert Ward, and he's been around with us since I think. Need to type his name because I completely forgot where he is. There he is. Here he comes. There he is. He's been with us since 2020, and he's our longest surviving player. 90 appearances, 90 goals. I actually put myself in here, but and he started off way back in level 10. He was a level 10 player. There he is. And he currently hasn't got a club yet. I had to let him go because he just wasn't skillful enough to stay with the club. Problem is, every time you go up a league, the squad improves and you have to get better players coming in. Oh, he is wanted though. He's wanted by 51 clubs. Wow. I hope he finds a club. Well, you'll find that out if you come and watch the streams. So again, let's just go back to my profile. It's a very enjoyable lower league stream. We've now got part-time contracts. We're hoping to go to professional status maybe in 2 years' time if we get into the league. But our reputation has gone up from no stars to 2 stars. My reputation has gone up to 2 stars. Again, my own history is pretty good. I've only been to 1 club. Again, this is a part of my rules in my lower league management save is that I do not move to other clubs. I stay here, and I have actually been headhunted a few times, asked by other clubs to go and manage them. The biggest one's been Hull City. They were a League 1 side. I was in the Vanarama North. If this was a different save, I probably would have taken the job, but because this is me staying at 1 club for all time, I said no. The only reasons I would probably end the AFC Benson stream would be if I get sacked, or if we get taken over and they dump me as manager, the stream ends then. And that'll be the end. But currently I'm still here, and it says I'm a legend as well. Woohoo! Legend at AFC Benson. So I'm only 32 years old in this game. So yeah, this is on my Twitch format platform, which is www.twitch.tv/donutdoney, and I do my streams live on there. I also updated my Twitter account, which is Donut Doney. You can see all the information coming up on my accounts on the screen there. A little dashboard thing coming on the right hand side there, which is flashing up with all my social media contacts. You can contact me on all those. There's my Twitch ring coming up now, and hopefully you can catch me doing this lower league stream live, or my journeyman stream, which is also another video you can find here on YouTube telling what's been going on. But yeah, it's been very enjoyable so far, and I'm hoping to take them up to the Premier League and see if little AFC Benson can cause an upset and beat Man City and the Liverpools. That might not take for quite a while yet, because a lot of developments still need to be done at the club, including moving to a new ground. But it's going to be very enjoyable, so I hope you can catch me when I do stream these saves. So that's Donut Doney signing off, so thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.